When your homeland is invaded by a band of murderous fiends led by an iron-fisted ruler, Death Adder. Will you avenge your loved ones, or would you sit back and let Death Adder plunge the world into darkness? Golden Axe is one of my favorite games, which is kind of odd since I never had a Sega console and it was released way before I was born, but that's neither here nor there. Golden Axe is one of the granddaddies of the side-scroller arcade beat-em-ups. You start by choosing one of 3 heroes. Axe Battler, the Barbarian Sword Wielder, Triss Flare, the mandatory Bikini Amazonian. Almost every review of this game I've seen, they exclusively play her. And Gilius Thunderhead, whose brother, best mate, and drinking buddy, Gary, died while fighting Death Adder's army. Golden Axe has many ports, but there are 2 main ones, the Sega port and the arcade version. The main difference is that the arcade version looks better, has actual animation, and the controls are smoother. To make up for this, the Sega version is a lot easier, adds an extra final boss, we'll get to him later, but more importantly, they made Triss's outfit way shorter. For obvious reasons, I'm playing the Sega port as a dwarf. The first stage is not at all difficult. The real trouble is when the skeletons begin to show. The AI in this game is kind of advanced for its time. They will try to gang up on you from both sides, which could be devastating. And if there are 3, the third one will stay back and will not stack up, making them easier to hit. So, the first bosses are the Bad Brothers. Yes, that is their names, which you will be fighting a couple of more times throughout the game. Upon reaching Turtle Village, if you do not immediately try to slaughter every villager on sight, there is something wrong with you and we can't be friends. Anyway, I'm off Turtle Village, which turns out to be a village on a giant turtle's back. Shit's crazy. I made it to invaded town. This is what the game calls this place. And here I'm faced with blue Bad Brothers exiting a bar named Deb. Their names are Sergeant Hops and Sergeant Malt. A beer reference, I believe. I quickly kill Lieutenant Bitters. We will be fighting him again in the future. After that, we move on to fly to Death Adder's castle. Here is where I encounter skeletons, the most annoying of all non-boss enemies. The one in Turtle Village doesn't count. They are fast attackers, their reach is longer than yours, they jump attack, and they do a lot of damage. For reference, all the other enemies deal half a bar of health for their whole combo. But skeletons deal 1.5, and since you only have 3 bars, 2 skeletons ganging up on you can kill you from full health. Anyway, I'm off Fiend's path, which turns out to be a path on a giant hawk's back. Shit's crazy. Make sure to watch out for the jump scare dragon. And now I face Colonel Beaters, who not only got promoted, he also got cloned. After dealing with the beaters, I move on to Death Adder's Guard, which is, of course, a recolor of the Bad Brother. After killing the Red Brother, we get treated to a new sprite, Death Adder, which obviously comes with 2 complementary skeletons. To be honest, once you clear out the skeletons, he is kind of a pushover. And so I killed Death Adder and saved the kingdom. Or so you were led to believe, until the ominous music started kicking in and my voice started to fade. Hey. Here is where I learned that Death Adder was taking order from someone else and is in fact not the big cheese. In here, they are the strongest enemies in the game. So of course I don't kill a single one and just push them all off the edge. After pushing 2 general beaters, I come face to face with the true boss of this game, Death Subtractor. He is really no joke. He has 126 HP. I don't know how much hits that is, so to find out that his 2 complementary skeletons have 252 HP each was a bit of a culture shock. And also, reversal, he uses magic on you. Needless to say, getting hit once from any of them could chain you into instant death. But with enough determination, jump attacks, and roll attacks, I managed to slay the fearful Death Subtractor. Now I can put to rest another treasured childhood game, as we enjoy this 32-bit jam.